Welcome to Voice of the Past TV. Before we dive in, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel. Because some inventions didn't just change the world, they saved humanity from unimaginable suffering. For most of human history, pain ruled medicine. If you needed surgery, you were held down, wide awake. If a limb had to be removed, you screamed until you passed out. Doctors worked with frantic speed, not because they were skilled, but because the sheer shock and pain could kill you long before the procedure was over. This was the terrifying reality of medicine. Until one fateful day in 1846. Back then, hospitals were houses of horror. The air was thick with the smell of blood and fear. Patients would literally beg to die rather than face the surgeon's blade. The common belief was that pain was a necessary evil, something that could never be conquered. No one believed it was possible, except for one man. His name was William Thomas Green Morton. And he wasn't a surgeon, he was a dentist. Morton saw pain not as a divine punishment, but as a scientific problem waiting for a solution. He began experimenting with a mysterious substance called ether, a chemical known to induce a deep, unconscious state. Most doctors dismissed his work as dangerous, reckless, even madness. They accused him of toying with death itself. Then came October 16, 1846, at Massachusetts General Hospital. A young man was on the operating table, his eyes wide with terror as surgeons sharpened their knives. The audience in the surgical theater braced themselves for the inevitable screams, but then Morton stepped forward. He placed a specially designed glass inhaler over the patient's face, allowing him to breathe in the ether vapor. Minutes felt like hours. The room was silent. Then the surgeon made the first incision. The knife cut deep into flesh, but there was no scream, no struggle. No sign of agony. The patient remained completely still and peaceful. When the surgery was finished, the young man woke up and calmly announced he had felt nothing at all. The entire room was stunned into silence. Doctors and students stared, unable to process what they had just witnessed. Finally, the head surgeon turned to the crowd and uttered the words that would change medicine forever. "Gentlemen, this is no humbug." That was the day surgical anesthesia was born. Pain finally lost its tyrannical grip on the operating room. Complex, life-saving surgeries that were once impossible became routine. Millions upon millions